My name is Pavel, and I am a team lead of group number 8. My team members and I will present the title fraud, the issue that took place in our financial markets. The presentation will have the following order. First, I will explain a summary of the fraud. Second, Juan will elaborate on the causes of the issue and what regulations to fight this fraud are effective. Third, Roy will discuss who was harmed by the problem and ramifications for society. Fourth, Mohammed is going to talk about the changes that took place and the current state of affairs. And I hope you will enjoy our presentation. Title fraud. A problem prevalent across North America is when a fraudster steals your identity and forges documents to either remortgage your home and walk away with the proceeds or sells your home right out from under you. As a victim of title fraud, you cannot secure a mortgage, leverage the equity, or sell the property.
Thanks, Pavel. About the causes, title fraud happens when the title to your home is stolen and then the fraudster sells the home or applies for a new mortgage against it. Title fraud usually starts with identity theft, which can happen if somebody steals your personal information. Regulators. The most important regulators are Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre and the police. And how effective were they? This is a difficult situation because the best way to defend against title fraud is to keep your personal information as private as possible. They can investigate it once the situation has happened, and at this point, it can be late.
In 2020, a woman from Michigan named Joy was stuck in a title fraud. She signed a contract with the owner of the house, a 91 years old woman, and kept making payments for it. Unfortunately, the title of the house was already given to her caregiver, and the money was already gone. It turns out that the owner was afraid the police would take her house because of the back taxes, so she sold it for $1 only to the caregiver. On the other hand, in Richmond, BC, Norman Ghetto, a 71 years old man, is facing another title fraud. He was informed by the title office in Richmond that his $60,000 house was already sold last year with a $40,000 mortgage registered. According to the two stories above, the result shows that seniors are the most victim of title fraud. Fraudsters usually steal their personal information by bill, mail, and phone calls. It illustrates that the elderly lack awareness of prevention in property rights protection. Meanwhile, the phenomenon also affects the credibility of the government and the banks.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Bondak. Thank you, Ryoyo, for the information you have presented. And today I'll be talking about the changes that took place to rectify the situation. First of all, you need to file a police report and change all your cards, since when you get title fraud, that means the frauders have all your information. Hence, they can apply for a mortgage against your house, they can apply for credit cards, they can do anything they want since they have all the information. Hence, to rectify the situation, you need to spend a lot of time and money to get your property back and any other fraud attempts. For the second question, yes, things have improved since in the past couple of years, the Canadian government has been raising awareness against fraud attempts through social media or sponsored ads on music applications and many other platforms. Also, there is an insurance policy called title insurance policy, which protects you from any title fraud in any sort of way. Hence, whatever money is mortgaged against your house will be paid back. Whatever, if the house is sold, the title will go back to you. And although it is a little bit more expensive than the usual home insurance, for me, I think it's necessary, since in 2021 alone, there was 46,604 Canadians who were victims of fraud.
To summarize, our group number 8 presented title fraud. I spoke about the basics of this type of fraud. Juan presented the reasons behind the existing issue and what regulations are involved. Royo presented the groups impacted by title fraud and the consequences for society. Mohammed finished the presentation with the steps that have been taken to prevent fraud and the current situation surrounding it. Thank you for your attention.